The professor is changing batteries right now. I swear, I'm just here. You guys should be able to hear me, I swear. Man, Twitch really didn't like the dating advice? Dude, it's crazy. That's actually insane. I don't know why. It's definitely picking up audio. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, everyone can hear me now. Alright, good. Alright, we're back. Alright, thank God. Okay, that was crazy. Okay, we're going back to Lathy, it's your freaking video. You broke the stream.
I know a lot of guys have trouble picking up on the signs of whether or not a girl is into them, so today I want to do a little quiz so you can see if she actually does like you, or even just how good you are at recognizing signals that you might be getting. Let's say you're in a bar and you look across the length of the counter and you see a cute girl who glances at you briefly, does a quick hair flip, and then turns back to her friends. Is she into you? Eye contact is obviously a good sign, but you really can't tell from this example. She could just be adjusting her hair, and maybe she was looking at someone behind you. So let's say you're at the office and your cute coworker is waiting behind you to make some copies of
I want to see how good this advice is
whatever
from
people
Lathy.
make copies of, and she says, "Wow, do you think you could go any slower?" And then playfully punches your arm.
You've never seen this? I've never seen this before.
Again, you can't really tell from this example either. She might like you, but she might just be giggling and punching your arm as a sarcastic middle school throwback. So really no way to tell. Okay, so let's say you're at the gym on the elliptical for some reason, and Cutie McBooty comes in and gets on the exercise bike in front of you. And then after 5 minutes, she looks back and says, "Wow, I'm so sweaty already. If only there were a way to get the same workout at home riding something else."
Whoa.
And gives you a wink.
Whoa.
She into you. Yeah, I still can't tell with that one. Exercise equipment is pretty expensive, and maybe she lives in a small apartment and just doesn't have space. So maybe you find a good deal on rowing machines somewhere. You can show her the flyer. Okay, so let's say you meet up with a friend that you've had coffee and drinks with a couple times, and she says, "I had a lot of fun on the last few dates we went on." That's a good sign because she thought those hangouts were actually dates. So suppose then she says, "How'd you like to come back to my place and watch Netflix tonight?" That's another good sign. It's usually a pretty good indicator when a girl invites you to do something, especially at her place.
That's true.
So then let's say later at her house, you guys are watching Wall-E or something like that, and she says, "I'm getting pretty bored. Why don't you come upstairs with me?" That's another great sign. She probably has something pretty interesting to do upstairs if it's better than watching Wall-E. So then after you go up there, all of a sudden she pushes you onto her bed, dims the lights, rips off her clothes, and you start having sex.
Wow.
Is she into you? Yeah, again, you really can't be too sure. It's pretty dark in the room, so she can't really see you properly. Maybe she's from Canada and was just being polite.
This is funny.
Anyway, best bet is to just keep your wits about you and continue to look for signs.
Perfect. Thank you, Lathy. This is great. This is a great video. Thank you. I've never seen this before. I rest my case. Yeah, you know what? Lathy is gonna always believe that girls aren't into him. That is what I'm understanding from this video. Yeah, Lathy is right. Friends with benefits. Because I'm finally back. Welcome back. Oh my god, that's so funny. Alright. What's the report? That's funny. Thank you, Riz Professor Lathy. Is he a Riz professor if he's maidenless? I'm sorry, Lathy, I couldn't resist. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Lathy. I'm sorry I had to do this to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my apologies. He's taking L's, I'm sorry. He took strays, I'm sorry. He leads over to a prize he can no longer claim. Kimmy, you murdered him in cold blood. I'm sorry. He is a Riz student that forgot to take a 102 class and now is in his 3rd year. Kimmy sure is ruthless. I'm sorry. Hello, Potato Panda. Hello, welcome in. I found that from here. That was brutal. I'm so sorry. I couldn't resist, you know? It was like the low-hanging fruit. It's like right there. Only just released from ad jail. Contextless moment. It's okay. Someone will probably clip this later. Someone's probably gonna clip it later. I'll watch the VOD, yeah. He saw an opportunity and took the shot. Yeah, pretty much. Makototo, you understood. Note to self, avoid marking test buns with Kimi colors so they don't get murdered. He cooked the professor. Like I said, he's not a professor. I tend to also go for the jugular when the opportunity presents itself. I couldn't help it. It was right there. Come on, guys. He's also probably not even paying attention right now. Like high key, he's not even here. He's literally not paying attention right now. Threw a flashbang right in his face. Oh my god. Hello, Violet. Thank you so much for the newt. I'm literally not paying attention. Look, he said he's literally not paying attention. He didn't hear any of it. So unless you guys clipped it, he's not gonna know. He saw the flying donut. I did. It was too good. I couldn't resist. I'll read the next question. If you're interested in someone, how do you shift the conversation to that without coming? Oh, this is the same question. I feel like I answered this already, but yeah. There are multiple ways to not come across as creepy. I mean, straight up asking is fine. Like, asking someone if they'd be interested in dating or not is also fine. I mean, it's a little awkward, but at least you get the question out of the way, you know? I think also... I feel like it really helps if you, like, throw stuff out there and see what sticks. Like, suggest going on something that may be like a date and being like, you know, we could make it a date, haha, as a joke, and see what they say. That also works actually pretty well, I think. When you joke, not joke, also works. That way, if they are like, they're like, what? They're like, no, I just want to hang out as a friend. Like, why would I go on a, like, I'm not looking to go on a date. And you could just be like, well, you just be like, yeah, man, it was just a joke. Like, man, it was just, you know, it was just a joke. It's all good either way. And that, you know, slick, you know, casually slick. Noted, don't fuck with Kimmy. Yeah, you know what? I had to get him back somehow for insulting my hand size. Something, if they ask if anyone else is coming. Yeah. Stuff like that. So, like, you know, just, like, kind of throw stuff out there. Like, yeah, you know, like, if you want, we could, like, go get food. Or, like, we could go, you know, go to a park, go to a movie or something. Just the two of us. You could be like, you know, you'd be like, we could make it a date, haha, you know. Size isn't everything, okay? You can say that because you have giant yaoi hands, alright? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from you, bun boy. This is why you got done dirty, okay? This is what happens. This is so messed up. I don't know, the size of the squid I have is perfect for sharing, huh? Yeah, Lon, bite him. Yeah, bite him. Sick him. Villanova Star, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome. Lathy is right. Size isn't that important. My hand is as big as a PS4 controller. You know... I don't think I want to talk about size anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. What those grippers be doing, Lathy? I know. Abuse. His hands, his yowie hands. Very abuse. I'm not just saying that because I can palm a basketball. Alright, you guys just really want to talk about your, you know, whatever. Stop! Not with the guys. No. I don't like this topic anymore. Get me out. Get me out. Yeah, see, Laffy is all just like, huh? Yeah, this is on you guys. Relax. Yeah, you know, we're moving on from the size topic. Okay, so the next question. Oh, I just got here. Yeah, welcome in, Illanova Star. Hopefully you had a good day. We're in the middle of class. Yeah, anyways, moving on. Yeah, anyways, the weather. Wow, you know, those clouds, they look pretty dark. I managed to make topic weird with one word. Literally, what do we all of you? Stop that. What do you do to break silence between you and someone else? Honestly, it depends on the person. Like, high-key, it's very awkward. Oh god, Illanova Star, thank you for another 100 bits. Thank you. Oh god, okay. Take the banana off. Okay. So, if it's like a super socially awkward person, it really depends. Like, if it's someone really awkward or like really, really quiet, because I am very used to talking to people that do not know how to talk to people. You know, my younger sibling, when we were younger, literally didn't talk. And my roomie, when we were younger, also didn't talk. So I have gotten very used to talking to people that do not talk. I think how I normally would just approach it would be like start a conversation about, like, sometimes asking them about themselves a little bit, but like mostly I feel like doing like talking about things that are interesting to you and seeing what they kind of seem to be interested in is usually the best way to go about it, because a lot of times they're quiet because they're uncomfortable. Like, they're like socially uncomfy. So if you want to make someone feel comfortable enough to speak, you want to find a topic that's interesting to them. But how do you do that with someone that doesn't speak, right? So I have like, I will literally just start, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I heard from, you know, like, if you hear about that person or like things that they're interested in, you can be like, oh yeah, I heard from so and so, blah blah blah. Or like with my roomie, I think like at the time what we had in common was we played sports together. Sometimes we were on like the same team, so I'd be like, oh yeah, like we're on the same team, like it's really cool that we get to hang out, or we get to talk now, like you know, I look forward to seeing you later at practice. I was just really nice, okay? I just tried to be really nice, and she was just like, oh yeah, I like, yeah, it's really fun, and yeah, we should hang out more. And if someone says like we should hang out more, then you can go into like, oh yeah, like you know, like, do you like doing this kind of stuff, or do you like doing this kind of stuff? Do you like indoors? Do you like outdoors? Stuff like that. And then that's how you get to know a little bit more about them. It's just, you know, be nice to people. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I do not usually have a hard time talking to people. I am an what do you call it? An extroverted introvert. I like being inside. I don't like talking to people generally, but if I have to, I can. Break dance in front of them. Proceed to start flying into the sky in a helicopter motion. Start making race car noises sign language. Wow, you guys have some crazy imaginations. I like how Kimmy is giving actual advice and chat is like being goofy. This is always like this. It's always like this. My Oshi is such a good friend. Just like actual school, so true. Listen, I try, okay? You guys don't have to listen to me. I'm just talking, alright? But yeah, so it depends. If it's like a socially awkward person, I'm usually pretty good at getting socially awkward people like out of their shell in general. You can consider it my special power. I don't know. Sometimes when I don't say anything at all, they'll also just talk to me. It depends. Yeah, consider this one of my special abilities, okay? I am good at talking to people that don't like talking. It's very nice hearing Kimmy talk. Oh, thank you. And I think I don't know, it really depends. Like, it depends on the awkward silence moment. Like, why is it awkward, too? Like, is it awkward because you said something weird, or is it awkward because you don't know what to say? You know what I mean? Like, I always try and have... So, like, I think it's harder when you're trying to talk by yourself, because, like, you don't have anyone to bounce off of. You have no... like, you can't look at their face and try and see their expressions and see, like, how they react to things. Like, you can't see any of that, because you're just talking by yourself. So I think it's actually easier to get into, like, weird dead space or dead silence moments when you're, like, talking to stream, like, or when you're, like, by yourself, you know? Unless you absolutely know what you want to talk about. I think, having a couple of topics, like, in your head of, like, what would be good conversation starters is also, like, pretty helpful in breaking silent situations. But if they, like, keep shutting you down, that means they just don't want to talk to you. So you have extrovert friends? I have a lot of extrovert friends. I'm not an extrovert myself. I actually don't like talking to people very often. I'm, honestly, you could probably ask Lathy too. I think, I was very comfortable with Lathy, so I was okay talking to him, but I think for the most part, it was him and Kudo that were talking, not me. I'm not extroverted like that. Yeah, it wasn't me, okay? I personally find myself to be quite awkward. I'm an introvert. I'm also an introvert. I just, you know, I think with some people too, it's also easier for me to talk to them because, like, I can relate. Yeah, like, I 100% could relate to some people. Yeah, she is a good background filler. Ah, yes. Just listen to me talk in the background. Dead Space, like the game? Not like the game. Not like Walking Dead, ayo, just like the game. What the heck? Breaking Bad? What the? Phoenix, thank you for the 20 jumping jacks redeem. I will also do that. Introvert. That's why we're friends. Yeah. I understand. I don't know. I think it's just Lathy and I got along pretty well, like pretty immediately. I think we're just really similar in general. I think personality-wise we're pretty similar. I'm a soft extrovert. That's cool. I honestly, if you're extroverted, I'm just like, how? I'm an inverted introvert. I'm an introvert until you drag me outside and then I drag you everywhere. That's interesting. I was about to say, like, the hit gaming franchise Dead Space. Guys, I want to die after every awkward interaction, TBH. I mean, just, like, don't make it awkward, you know? Like, it's be okay with silence sometimes, too, okay? You don't have to feel silence every single time. Introvert, ASMR, You mean ASMR, Kimiko? I feel like a lot of you guys hate when I speak like this. I don't know if this is considered ASMR voice. he laughed. He's uncomfy. Yeah, see? I hate it too, Lathy. That's why I don't do it very often. We're just on the same wavelength. Is Kimmy also into cycling? I actually used to be. I don't think I ever spoke to the Lathy about this. I actually did. I used to cycle a lot. But like I had a parent that was on like their school cycling team. So they would make me cycle with them all the time growing up. But my bike is broken, so I haven't used it in like forever. Oh god, hell no, why? You just gotta make it till you break it, then you get the fuck out of there. Yeah, pretty much. You fake it. Fake your confidence, okay? If you don't know what to talk about, fake it till you make it. Like, talk about don't talk about the weather, that's fucking awkward. Talk about like your interests, talk about your hobbies, talk about I don't know, talk about people that you admire. I don't know, talk about different things. Find a conversation starter. Don't leave, Byleth. I'm a hermit introvert. All my social ability is online. And IRL voice call social situation I'm not as good at, by which I mean I cannot hold a conversation unless it's about games, anime, other things I'm familiar with. I mean, I don't know, Gurren. Okay, Gurren, would you say how well do you think how well would you say I hold a conversation with you despite you feeling awkward and introverted? Out of 10. I went on a ride today. Honestly, I kind of miss biking. I really liked it. It was really good exercise too. Like I said, my bike is broken and bikes are expensive and I would have to buy a new one, so and I would have nowhere to ride to. It's also like not really safe for me to ride around where I am either. I am in an intro, bro. Talk about recent stories. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Like recent events, recent news. Where I live, the weather changes drastically every day, so yeah, it's kind of hard to bike when like there's extreme weather changes. I supposedly get people to talk about themselves and somehow give little about myself. Ironically, I feel like some people think that I talk like I will tell them more about myself than I actually feel like I am. Like, I will give people stories of things that have happened, but I have a lot of stories. We'll just put it that way. Talk about the futility of life under modern capitalism and the systematic issues ingrained into the fabric of society. Yes. Talk about today's societal issues and, everything else. Like, 3, well, we don't talk often outside of stream, so I can't really gauge it well. I don't think you did that badly, Gurren. I think it was fine, honestly. I think you're overthinking it. If you got some bike rollers you could ride in place. I guess that's true, but like I would need a bike. The cheat code is just ask questions. That's literally what I said. That's how I said you should like the best way to communicate with people is just ask them questions about themselves. Literally, people just like to talk about themselves. It's also the easiest topic for them to talk about. It reminds me, there's nothing to talk about for me because I literally can't do anything because of my job. What do you mean you can't do anything? Like, you can't go outside? I mean, you could still learn, like, modern news and stuff from social media and whatnot on online. Same, I have stories. I love when people talk about themselves, but I hate talking about myself. I also don't like talking about myself, but if someone was going to ask me a question of, like, things that I like or, like, you want to be cordial, right? So you're going to answer, even if it makes you uncomfortable, and then people can go from there with the topic or whatever it is that you say. It's just how you go off a conversation. Basic conversation, guys. The revolution awaits you, Comrade Jonas. What? I just drop fun facts on people from time to time, like airstrikes. Fun facts about myself, I mean. Sometimes that can be really awkward, too, though. Like, because, people are like, I feel like knowing or being aware of the flow of conversation is pretty important. Let's talk about the geopolitical situation in the world. I don't know what geopolitics are. I don't either. I'm super egotistical, so I often jump into conversations when I am spacing out. I don't know if that's egotistical or just, like, not paying attention. I'm isolated and work swing shifts, so I'm on an entirely different work schedule than most people. I don't like the news either because it makes me depressed. You know, that's fair. I feel like a lot of news stuff is like pretty depressing. But you know, like I feel like if you like games or, you know, like modern game updates is something you could talk about. Like TV shows, anime, stuff that you like to watch. You could even talk about stuff that happens at work. Like, I feel like sometimes I talk about things that happen at work. Also, I need to do 20 jumping jacks before I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, Whoa. Geez, what even is basic conversation? Like talking about lighthearted subjects like TV shows or games or hobbies or, daily news that's not, like, depressing. Things that happen at work, things that happen throughout your day. What did you do on your last weekend? What did you do on your vacation? Stuff like that. Usually the fun facts come out during tangents, so, you know. Yeah, that's why you, like, just have a basic like, a basic thing to ask, or, you know, whatever, and then just go from there. The best way to meet people is hobby meetups. I agree with that. I literally mentioned... Lathy, just like me, for real. I mentioned this in my last, Rhizonomics class. Where you guys were like, how would I meet people? And I was like, well, if there's something that you like to do, you could find ways to meet up with people that like to do things similar to you. Because the hobby is a built-in combo. It is. It's true. Also, thank you for the hydrate, quickie thingy. Hold on. Got plenty good stories to talk about the news. Nice. Slipknot reference before I forget, huh? That certainly is an exercise voice. What's an exercise voice? Damn, chat's moving so fast. Hold on. I wish hobby meetups were a thing where I lived. Living in the middle of nowhere does not always have benefits. Yeah, that's a little bit more difficult. You probably have to go into, like, the city, or... I mean, technically you could find people in, like group chats that talk about similar things or whatever, too. What is hobby meetups? Like, for example, right? People that like to watch anime go to anime conventions. That's a hobby meetup. Or people that like to read books go to book club. That's a hobby meetup. It may not seem like it, but I have years of pretending to be a normie. Oh my god, Lathy's just like me, for real. Yeah, no, same. I was like a fucking closeted weeb for like forever. I was a closeted weeb and gamer for like a million goddamn years. And actually, I used to love drawing like anime characters and stuff, but I remember my normie friends found out once and they fucking made fun of me for it for like a week, and I just stopped drawing. I was just like, nah, it's okay. I don't want to get bullied like this. Wouldn't you need to know people to set that up first? No, you don't. You can literally go to a hobby meetup by yourself. Why would you need to? You don't need to know anyone to do that. And like a lot of this stuff is like public. Kimi, what if you literally only play a children's card game and watch VTubers all weekend? Go to a convention for VTubers. They have one actually. What is that one called? It's coming up. They literally have VTuber conventions. They also have like, you could go to like tournament meetups for Yu-Gi-Oh, or like I think they have like fan stuff or fan event stuff, hobby stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh as well. When I moved to new cities, I used to use meetup.com. Oh, right. Yeah, Lathy's moved around a lot. Actually, Kudo too. They're like the best to talk to when it comes to like meeting new people for the first time ever, like making friends, because like you're literally in a brand new place. You have to talk to people. You have to make friends. Otherwise, you're just gonna be really sad and really lonely. I mean, yeah, like, even for me, when I first started doing, like, certain things that I considered, like, a hobby, like, I didn't know anyone. Just meet people. You can go talk to people. Geez, I need some new hobbies. I mean, you could make new hobbies. There are other things you could do. You don't have to have just one hobby. For example, I went to parkour classes, table tennis leagues, trivia nights, etc., etc. That's cool. Yeah, I think Kudo said he met a lot of his like friends through work and then like made friends through those friends. Like that's another thing you could do. Like I don't know. There's like a lot of different things you could do to meet people. Train yourself to sword fight. I think they have those they have those role play meetups too where you could like dress up as a character or something if you really want a sword fight. Online, like I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Mahjong in Discord servers. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I literally met Lathy. I raided into him one time. I talked to him, like, on stream, and I was like, he seems really funny, and he's just like me for real, for real. And so I would just talk to him, and then he came into my stream and talked to me, and I was like, oh yeah, so this guy's kind of cool. Fuck, Lathy's here. I'm saying he's cool when he's here. Fuck. Anyways, and then I was just like, okay, you know, I was like, I'll just go and like talk to him more because he seems like an interesting person to talk to, and that's literally how we became friends. Just talking. That's it. The nearest place for a hobby meetup for me would be somewhere between 4 to 6 hour drive in my state. That's a little tough, but like you could meet people online at least, and then like maybe determine like if you know you ever get to a point where you kind of know generally where they are, then you could like make a plan to meet with them one day or something. No, we gotta slow it down if you want your comments to be read. Nah, it's okay. I'm going as fast as I can. Me should just read faster. Lathy, I don't want to hear that from you. I know how long it takes you to read your chat. Don't even. Streamer communities can also be nice as well. Streaming is a hobby. It's true. It is true. And like it's just like with any community, there's good eggs and bad eggs. You have really nice streamers and some not as nice streamers, and you really just have to put yourself out there. That's it. Literally same. Yeah, like I consider Lathy to be like a good friend now, you know? And we met through streaming. We met through streaming. Like actually parasocial, but you know. We're parasocial. Imagine having friends. I made friends, okay? You guys gotta put yourselves out there to make friends. Damn, that sounds so foreign to me. It's something to get used to. Going to local game stores for like MTG or Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, meeting cosplay friends and anime cons, etc., etc. There's a lot out there, both online and offline, no matter where you are. Very true, very true. Doesn't VShojo have a con? I don't know if they have an actual convention themselves, but there is a VTuber convention. So if you guys like watching VTubers, go hang out at the VTuber convention. One of these days, I will go, and I'm not gonna tell you where I am or who I am, and I'll just be there watching all of you, like. Yeah, that's true, but TCG communities are toxic. I've had my fill. I mean, it depends. Like I said, there's good eggs and bad eggs in every community. Maybe I could find some Rushia match or some, or oh, Rushia merch. Wait, you are you sure? Someone. 10 and 2, 10 and 2. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome. I'm in Ohio. People out here are rough. I mean, you could always try and meet people that are outside of your state or outside of your community in general. Like, not everyone is the same. +1 says Lathy. Down in Ohio, swag like Ohio. Yeah, dude. LARPing is hella fun. Oh, there you go. I need to travel to Ohio. I have someone's wife to... Whoa. What the? I got what I wanted. What? You got me saying that you're cool on chat? Fuck. I swear, I need to stop complimenting Lathy on stream. Shit. He's gonna get a big hit. He's gonna get the wrong idea. Quick, make fun of him to restore balance. I already did. I blasted him earlier. I think the murder was more than enough for it. True. True. I'm always caught up with chat. What you mean? I can read super fast, 300 words per minute. I'm reading pretty fast though. I'm also giving my 2 cents as I read. Hello, Kim. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. More like 3 words per minute. True. Oh, thank you for the kudu kudu redeem as well. Will tell by your voice. Lol, she would judge. Me? Me judging? Nah, I would never. Might fall asleep soon while watching. Aw, that's fine. Have a, you know, get a good nap in. Some EPs. I won't. I have met literal celebrities and not realized it, so it'll be even worse trying to find Kimi at a con. You'll never catch me. You'll never take me alive. Meeting people online is easier, but I just feel like I'd really like some people IRL. In myself, people online tend to just disappear. It really depends. I actually have some pretty cool friends that I've met online. And then, like, eventually I met them in person, which was really cool in general. But it depends. Depends. Who are you becoming friends with? Who are you talking to, you know? I don't judge out loud. I judge out loud. I judge out loud. You'll know when I'm judging. I'll be looking at you and be like, I'm judging you. I'm judging you. YouTubers are weird. They make me EP too. It depends. I feel like some people just have like that voice that kind of just lulls you to sleep. Like I think you know what? Actually, Lathy kind of has that voice. High key, if I just had Lathy's stream on and I was just listening, I could probably fall asleep. Same thing with Kudo. I think some of my friends have like that voice that makes me EP. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? You calling me boring? No, I'm saying you have a nice voice to sleep to. Fuck off! Why do I have to emphasize? God damn it! He got another compliment out of me! I feel like he's fishing for compliments. This is fucked up. Judge out loud, it's always funny. I already did. I freaking annihilated Lathy earlier. Lathy, no. I fall asleep to Kimi at times. I don't like to though, and frequently have nightmares from it. Yeah, you know what? Have more nightmares. I have stuff coming that'll be like, I'll give you more nightmares intentionally, alright? He growing big ears? He actually is. He's gonna get a big head from all these compliments. We gotta stop it somehow. Yeah, I think, who else can I think of off the top of my head? Oh, Happy has a really nice voice to sleep to, I think. Well, I mean, she does ASMR stream, so I guess... I guess that's like a given, right? But, you know, some people, like, their voices are very calming. Like, some of my friends, I'm like, I don't think I would fall asleep to, just purely because, like, their vibe and everything is very chaotic or whatnot, or, oh, I guess that's the other thing. I actually do not do well with high-pitched noises, so, like, I love my wife. I would never fall asleep during her stream. Her voice is, very high, so, like, I think certain high, like, just, like, certain high-pitched noises, it, like, keeps me awake. But, yeah, voices like Kudo is, like, really deep-voiced. Lathy has a, you know, smooth-sounding voice. God damn it, I need to stop complimenting him. Fuck. He's gonna take this as a compliment, too. God damn it. I think the things that Leo says would be too, like, crazy for me to fall asleep to, so I don't think I could fall asleep to him either. It really just depends. Didn't always used to be nightmares, but then I got modded and it went downhill from there. Well, I'm sorry I'm giving you nightmares. I don't know what to say. Bigger head is not gonna fix the fact that it's nothing but air in it. True. Oh god, high-pitched noises trigger me. It's like I don't know. It's like certain high-pitched like voices are like I literally just I can't sleep. Hello, welcome in, first time chatter. What do you mean no? No, Riz me off, professor. Riz me up? Oh. I mean, y'all are just asking me the dating advice questions, and I'm answering and also reading chat, and chat is going really fast, so I'm trying to catch up desperately. It was a joke, don't be sad, no sad. Happy and Pat. Thanks, Texas. I don't get it. What do you mean you don't get it? Raspy voice that's so bad, God heavy buffed it so doesn't hear it. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But yeah, like, I don't know. Certain VTuber friends of mine, I would definitely fall asleep while watching them. Not because they're boring, but literally because their voice is super smooth. And actually, casual, Cap, I rated him, yesterday. Him too. He has like a really nice voice. So I would probably also fall asleep listening to him. You don't get sex? What does that have to do with anything? Anyways, I'm reading the question. What do you do to break silence between you and someone else? I feel like I already just answered that, so we gotta go to the next question. I answered this already. Very long answer. We went off on a million tangents. I could not fall asleep to a stream unless I was like 2 days without rest. I can't sleep if someone's talking. My mind wants to listen. See, that's fair too. Like, everyone's different, but like, I think a lot of people fall asleep to like background noise. So it depends. But usually when there's like a high-pitched noise on the screen or background noise that I hear, it literally keeps me awake. Soggy muffins, what the fuck? Organism 1 combines DNA with organism 2 and we get organism 3. Guys! Alright, you know what? True. Facts. Whatever. What is your dating scenario / question? This is, I dated a few partners in my life, but haven't gotten too far with them, and lately I've been working on myself over the years that I haven't been seeing anyone since. Is it normal that I'm still waiting for the right partner? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people like to work on themselves before before they start dating anyone or before they start getting serious about dating anyone, and there's really literally nothing wrong with that. I think it's actually a good thing. To prioritize yourself and your own mental well-being, because it also translates to your relationships, because the way you communicate is different when you're in a healthy mind space as opposed to when you're in an unhealthy headspace. Like, people really genuinely communicate better when they are feeling, you know, more self-love towards themselves, feeling more confident about themselves, knowing their boundaries, knowing what they want and what they don't want. And some people don't know that unless they've done some like introspection into themselves. And that's a $5 word. But it's true. Like, sometimes you know, you really have to look in and see like how you're doing on the whole. You know, some people do need a little bit more care as well. So it's always something that you would like keep in mind. Some people are not in the right headspace when they enter into a relationship, and sometimes that causes a lot of problems later on down the line. So I think it's perfectly okay to work on yourself and feel good about yourself before you get into a relationship. And if you are going to be waiting until you feel good and ready, that's a good thing. That means that you're doing something good for yourself. That's a good thing. I can fall asleep, but I wake up easily, so I'd just be resting and would get kudu-kudu'd and would jolt up like I was shocked. I'm so sorry, Earthy. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. True. Fusion summon. Wow, that's crazy. You just compared sex to a fusion summon. That's wild. You're wild for that, Verbozo. I can sleep through anything. Unfortunately, I miss my alarm a lot. That's fair. You know, Kudo does that too. Basically, same. It is a curse, I swear. Relationships. Yes, relationships. It is a blessing and a curse. Ew, introspection. I mean, if you never look at yourself in, like, your own problems or your own issues, you also can't improve yourself as a person, and you know, some people are okay with that. I personally, I want to be the very best version of myself that I can be at all times, whenever, you know, like I don't want to settle for being like a a crappy version of me, you know? The Leo DiCaprio movie? Huh? No, that's Inception, bro. Oh my god, that's crazy. Better the right person later than the wrong person now. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Sanderidge, you get another gold star. You're doing great, Sanderidge understands. He's doing great. He's understanding the class content today. That has been my strategy so far. Well, you know, I would also say that if you are finding that you're dating a lot of the wrong types of people, or you're getting into a lot of bad relationships, that you should also, I recommend also doing introspection then as well, because you kind of want to see or examine the reasons why you're getting into these bad relationships in order to try and figure out how to, you know, get into a better relationship in the future. If you want something to improve, you need to know the reasons why things are going wrong in the first place. Where's the problem, right? Is the problem you? Is the problem the other person? Is the problem both of you? What is the issue? And how do you stop or fix the issue so that you don't have the same issue in the future? So that you can do something different, so that things change. Otherwise, you're gonna keep doing the same thing like over and over again, expecting a different result, and that is literally the definition of insanity. So unless you want to be insane, Sanderidge doesn't even need to be here. They already got it down on lock. Pretty much true. Sanderidge is like already he's already like graduated. Oh, I know why I'm getting into them. There is no question on that front. Well, if you understand, you know, the issues with the relationship and why things are failing, then, you know, gotta work on that. Gotta fix that. Try and figure out what to do differently so you're not repeating your mistakes. I've been in a happy relationship for 6 years. Well, I'm just here to vibe. Yeah, see, Sanderidge already graduated. We got another gold star. You're doing great, Sanderidge. Very proud of you. Sander is so real, even if she's a war criminal. She's doing great. It's okay. You're allowed to be a war criminal. It's fine. I'm gonna head out. Thanks for the advice. Gonna buy my single forever t-shirts for Bozo. No! You know, it's okay. You guys ever need, you know, you ever need more dating advice in the future, we'll fund some more Kimiko Rizonomics classes once again. Not if I buy them all first. Not the t-shirts. Yeah, I just date crazy people and refuse to actually find someone sane. Don't judge my love of yanderes. You know what? You do what you want. These are your life decisions. Just know, you know, you're taking responsibility for your own life decisions. That is all I will say. To be fair, there's a handful of war criminals here. There are, in fact, lots of war criminals. Rizonomics 102. Yeah. Then I'll cop all of the virgin socks. Bruh. It's too late, Verbozo. Oh my god, y'all are crazy. Hello, Mist. Welcome in. I purchased the entire stock. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I'm reading the next question. What is your dating scenario / question? What shouldn't you ever say? Like, what shouldn't you ever say, like, in a relationship? Well, you shouldn't call people fat. You shouldn't, say anything negative about their appearance generally when you're dating someone, because that's kind of fucked up. What else should you never say? Oh, I got a good one. Don't compare people to other people. I think that's like a big no-no. Like a lot of people like oh, I'm gonna compare this person to my last relationship or whatever. That's a terrible thing to do. Don't do that. Well, some people do that, actually, and I don't understand why. Don't do that. That's bad. I feel called out. I did not say anything. To be fair, I'm 1-2. What do you mean you're 1-2? Okay, I must go take notes for the pop quiz, guys. Alright, thanks for stopping in, Lathy. I appreciate you hanging out. I will talk to you again soon. Soonj, TM. I did that once and I cannot forget it now. Yeah, probably didn't go so well, huh? Yeah, don't compare people to others. Very, very bad idea. Do not do that. Like, unless you want the relationship to end, like, right then and there, or for trust to be broken forever, don't do that. It's just bad. Just don't do it. No, I refuse to do blink house chores. I mean, you can say that. I mean, you could, like, okay, there's like a nicer way to say it. Like, you're allowed to say something like that, but it needs to be said in the correct way. Like, and it also depends on the scenario. Like, if you're just like, you know, I absolutely, you know, like, I'm tired after work, I can't do all of these chores, you know, like, sometimes I want to just do this, like, would it be okay if we compromise, or, like, can I just, you know, I mean, if you have the money, like, hire a maid, I don't know, then you don't have to argue about the chores, right? Stuff like that. There's different ways to go about stuff like that. I was a lot younger, though. Young and dumb, I understand. When you need to take notes for the pop quiz, but you just got here, it's okay, there's a VOD. Don't worry. Don't worry, you guys got this. But, yeah, other things that you should never say. I'm trying to think. I think, ultimatums. Don't give people ultimatums. I think that's a terrible thing to do as well. Like, it's like, first of all, it's kind of fucked up, but also, like, why? You know? Oh my god, I think this is like the biggest pet peeve I have. Okay, and I'm a girl, okay? I'm a girl. I get super annoyed when I hear people talking. They're like, oh yeah, you know, and this is like a lot of my guy friends, okay? Like I said, a lot of my guy friends ask me for advice. They're like, yeah, you know, my girlfriend, she hates it when I play video games. And I'm just like, why? Why does she care? Who cares? If someone is doing something that they love, like, unless it's affecting them in like a really negative way somehow, like, there's literally no reason to just hate on someone that likes doing something that they like to do. Like, what is the point of that? Why? Biggest pet peeve. Actually pisses me off. I actually know some people that will give their significant other ultimatums, like, if you don't stop playing video games, I'm gonna dump you. Like, why? Why? Biggest pet peeve. I hate it. I'm like, what? Why? House chores and tasks should be divided so people get an equal amount of rest. In some cases, it's fine to have chore divisions that look uneven. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, you know, sometimes people are out more, like, maybe they're out longer. Maybe someone's at home more often, so it's easier for them to do the house chores. You know, maybe someone does all the cooking, and so the other person does all the cleaning. You know, like, it's you know, it depends. Like, it really depends. People split things or divide things differently. If you find that it's not fair the way that things are split up, then talk about it. Literally communicate. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just communicate. Talk to your partner. What's an ultimatum? Literally telling someone that they have to give up something or you're gonna break up with them. That's an ultimatum. I don't give them ultimatums. It's like the same thing. I won't fix them, but I will make them worse. What? Dump the trash first. Just communicate, forehead. Yeah, pretty much. Just communicate, forehead. Yeah, people will literally give these like crazy ultimatums or like crazy like scenarios where they're just like, yeah, if you like, I don't know, it could be something crazy. Like I said, it could be something like literally playing video games. They'll be like, if you don't stop playing video games, like if you like, you have to choose like me or the video games, you know what I mean? Like I fucking hate that. That is like the biggest freaking, and it's never okay. I will let you guys know right now, that has literally never been a situation for me personally. Like no one's ever said that to me personally. I've never been given that ultimatum, but I have friends that have been given that ultimatum, and I think it's stupid. I actually hate it. I think it's dumb. I'm like, why would you give the person you love an ultimatum to choose between two different things that they love? Like, why? I don't get it. I personally do not understand. I've also heard of like ultimatums where people are like, you have to choose your like, I mean, this is more common. Like, you have to choose between your friendship with this person or your relationship with me. Like, why? You're allowed to tell someone that you don't get along with someone. You're allowed to communicate with them that like, hey, you know, this person did this to me and it made me really upset, and so therefore I'm not comfortable being friends with them. You know, this is the circumstance. If you want to stay friends with them or you want to still do whatever with them, that's on you. But you don't have to give them the ultimatum. You just keep that in the back of your mind. Like if someone, let's say someone does something super bad to you and you tell your partner, you know, this is what this person did to me, and so I'm not comfortable hanging out with them anymore, and your partner continues to hang out with that person, then that's more about a question about the relationship between you and your partner and how much respect your partner has for you. That's different than giving someone an ultimatum. You don't have to give them an ultimatum. There's this girl I like, I'm pretty down bad for, and I think she likes me too. How do I hit her with the max riz and lock it in? Woofs, you're literally married. Me or furry? Yeah. Thank you for the shout out for Wolf's taxes. I choose video games, so bye. Yeah, pretty much. Like that's my response to ultimatums. I'm just like, you're gonna make me choose? Fuck you. I'm just not gonna, like, if you are gonna force me to choose, then I'm going to choose the other thing that did not force me to choose. You know what I mean? It's like, that's why I find them so dumb. But yeah, Wolf's is here. Wolf's probably has good, like, if you were to ask Wolf's for actual dating advice, he might actually be able to help you, because Wolf's is married, man. Wolf's literally is he's wittily married. Wolf's, what's something you should never say to your significant other? You know, just for chat. Serious answer only. No crazy Wolf sus answer. Oh my god. What the fuck? Siri just turned on. Shut the hell up, Siri. A whole married? Yeah, he's a whole married. Oh, god damn it, Wolfs. Oh, serious only. God damn it, Wolfs. He's maxed out on the charm stat. He actually is. See, the thing though is like, Wolfs knows the difference between being creepy and being like a normal human being. And so therefore, even though he says really sus stuff sometimes, he can also just be normal. Maybe, sometimes. He must have done something right, because, you know, he is married. I'm single, and since I don't put myself out there in the dating pool, I will probably still be single until I do so. I mean, you put yourself out there when you are the most comfortable. Whenever you feel comfortable and ready, you know? Alright, the next question. Does it bode well if I got told that I've been in a relationship with my partner, but I didn't realize it at the time until they told me? Okay, these are like these are okay, I know someone that was in a scenario like this. These are like the question mark scenarios where I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay. So, I find it very interesting when a couple has not communicated that they are in a relationship, but one party of the couple thinks or believes that they are in a relationship. And then later on, the second party is like, oh, we're in a relationship? Well, that's fine, I guess. It's not like a mutually agreed upon thing. I find that to be it's like a very interesting scenario, because, like, there was no communication, and clearly the communication establishing it as a relationship was also very weird. I mean, I don't know if it bodes well, but I don't think it bodes badly. It really just depends, like I said, on how well the communication is established from there once you are aware that you're in an actual relationship. Again, I feel like we just keep going back to communication is key when it comes to relationships in general, which makes a lot of sense. You a woman? I'm married to my job. That's fair. Kim, you're like always all over the place, right? Pretty busy. If she asks, would you still love me if I was a slug? You have to say yes. Hey. You know what? True. You have to say yes. I'm not gonna lie, I asked someone that, like, as a joke. As a joke. I was like, would you I'm the meme, would you love me if I was a worm? Oh my god. I actually did ask. I was doing it as a joke though. I didn't give a fuck what their answer was, it's just funny. She asked if you would kill her if she was a zombie. You have to say no, baby. I would bite you and infect myself because you would still be fun, F. Oh my god. Aw, Woofs. You know what? This is... See? Guys, look. Woofs has Riz. He's smart. Listen to him. Smart man. Genius. True. Probably doesn't. Sounds like a test every day. I won't hesitate. Okay, look, as a guy, I can very much say that I can see that happening. I take no hints. I didn't even know I was a system admin until the head admin told me I had been one for 3 weeks. My response was, oh, sweet. Well, I'm a bodyguard slash paramilitary guy, so I travel a lot. Yeah, I think it's hard when you're in the military and you have to travel a lot to, like, settle down to date someone. I think that's kind of difficult, so... With Kim, I understand. That is a different struggle entirely. Sometimes it's a new test every day. Sometimes no test for months. Just go blindside. Yeah. And that sounds about right. No hesitation. Pull that trigger as soon as she said she was infected. Oh my god. Maidenless. Pull the trigger. Maidenless. But, yeah, as far as, like, not being aware of being in a relationship, it's not that it doesn't bode well or bodes well either way. It really is just like a... where do you go from there determines on if it is okay or not, sort of a thing. Yeah, all my relationship ends due to me being gone all the time, which is fair. I'm sorry, Kim. It's definitely one of the, like, difficult things. I've talked to a lot of people in my existence, and some of the people that I do know that had like the same issue. It's hard when you have to do long distance constantly. It's very easy for people to cheat, like it's very easy for people to lie, and a lot of times the excuse or the reason is they just don't want to wait anymore, or they don't, like, they're lonely. Like, people get lonely. It's hard. It is. So I feel for you, Kim. Bitches be crazy boys, but if she asks, am I being crazy right now? No, it's a trap. Oh my god, Woofs has all this. Look, he's giving you all this advice, guys. Follow the Woofles advice. I can relate. So what do you do for work? I work with the military. Oh, cool. What do you do? That's classified. And that's also tough. But I think that's like more understandable. I think it's harder when it comes to distance. Like people physically want to be together generally and physically do not want to feel like they're alone. Like if they have a problem, they want to be able to go to the person that they love the most with their problem, you know? So it's hard. The answer is yes, and it's hot. Oh my god, deny, deny, deny. I hate those kinds of guys. You literally don't do anything special most of the time. Miko, I would rather let her die as a human. I loved overseeing her turn into an undead monster, completely void of the person she once was that I had theoretical love for. I mean, that's fair and that's fine. I mean, I was joking, man. I was joking. That's what happened to me, not gonna lie. This is my hero. Yeah, it's tough. Like I'm really like I'm very sorry and sad to say this, but I feel like a lot of people that have been in the military do struggle a lot with and actually it's not just the military. I think like people that have to move around for work a lot have a very difficult time maintaining relationships purely because it is very very difficult to get over that distance. And actually this kind of goes back to like the long distance relationship thing we were talking about earlier, from that question, like the first question. I find that it's very hard to keep a long distance relationship, mostly because people do really like physically need to or want to be together, whether it's for emotional reasons, physical reasons, whatever the case may be. It's very very hard to maintain a relationship off of words alone. I find that it's very difficult. And sometimes when people are lonely, they want to talk to people online. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to go out and do things with other people physically as well. So that's another thing like people have to always be cautious of when you're in a long distance relationship. It's one of the reasons why I think they don't work out as often. You know? It's just hard. It's a hard situation. Look at this wisdom. Yeah, Wolfs has a lot of wisdom. Well, I know I'm just messing with you. I need to catch a dog. Be right back. All right, good luck, Beowulf. I hope you catch that dog. But yeah, real talk, it is difficult for long distance or you know, people that have to can only speak to their significant other not in any physical capabilities. And sometimes, like I said, it's not even about like the physical aspect of like, oh my god, sex, wow. It's sometimes like people want to be comforted too by their significant other. Like there is a difference when you are with someone physically that can give you a hug and comfort you versus someone that can only give you words of comfort over a screen. It's just different. Yeah. So, I feel for you guys. You guys have it rough if you have to move around a lot for work. Not having stability due to a job is like there are certain things that you give up when you're on that type of career path. As someone who has only been in mostly long-term relationships, unless that person is as busy as you, it unfortunately never works out, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with that. Because the dynamic of the relationship is different. Me spitting truth. Listen. I have experience. I've also listened to many people. I've talked to a lot of people. I have I don't know. I think there's also something to be said with like people that have too much time on their hands too. Because then people have time to think. And sometimes it just means that people have a lot of time to think about how lonely they are too. Which is another really bad thing. Like this is a lot of things that go against everything that you know, are trying to do. I've actually also heard that for a lot of people that are in, like, for example, the military, like, their significant others tend, like, it's a very, very high chance that they cheat because, like I said, they're lonely, either physically, mentally, emotionally. That's literally just how it is. So there's definitely truth to these statements, okay? Me who works part-time evening shifts at a Del Taco grill and fryer. Oh, I had a lot of time to think about how lonely I am. A lot of time. Yeah. You imagine imagine knowing that you have a significant other. But because of all of these circumstances, you can't be together. And so even though you're with someone, you're lonely. And what's the point of being in a relationship where your purpose is to be in a relationship so that you can be happy and not be lonely, but you're still lonely? Then what? You know? You break up with that person, you'll still be lonely. You don't break up with that person, you'll still be lonely. It's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't situation. It's true, yeah. I have a lot of friends. And I've heard some very sad stories. Why are you making yourself so appealing now? I definitely want to date you and totally not for free tacos. Okay, Taxes and Gurren are gonna start dating now. That's crazy. Sad thing is, Taxes, I don't get free tacos outside my lunch break. Sneak a taco from your lunch break. Maybe you get discounts. Discount tacos, pog. I don't break up with the individual. I just go to work. Yeah. Yeah. Because what else are you gonna do? Right? What else are you gonna do? Can't do anything about that. The fuck, that is bull. I also want to date Gurren for tacos. No discounts either. Rip Gurren. Parasocial relationships are the best. Oh god, don't say that. No. No. It just reminds me of the Kudo Stalker incident that freaked me the fuck out. I'm like, I don't... He doesn't even stream that often. Like, if I have to deal with that, like... God, am I gonna ban someone from his chat one day for being, like, really creepy and stalkerish, and then they're gonna stalk me, and then I'm gonna have to fear for my life? Like, you know what I mean? I'm scared. No parasocial relationships. I'm gonna burn down Del Taco. Actually, okay, parasocial relationships are fine to an extent. I think once it gets to, like, creepy stalker territory, that's, like, terrifying. For real, I want some parasocial gals to see what it's like. No, you don't. No, you do not. You do not. Oh god, I remember that. She was so creepy. God, that one, yeah. I'm scarred for life, chat. I'm so scared. Like, I'm like, I hope I never get dogs, because that girl's gonna fucking come from my throat. I'm gonna die. I'm actually just gonna be, like, dead. One day you guys are gonna see me on the news. She's dead. Killed by crazy stalker. I returned just in time for that crazy girl. Yeah. Oh, stalker loads shotgun menacingly. Yeah. I don't need that. I ain't about that. I had to deal with a few parasocial situations as a mod so far. One of them was a fellow mod. Dude, that's scary. It's so scary. No, not the parasocial mod. Dude, it do be like that. Alright, damn it, sent on accident. Oh. Sorry, god damn it, whoops. Alright, I'm reading the next question. How long does it take for a hug to go from normal to weird? I think it depends. It depends on your relationship with the person. It really depends. Like high key, it depends on your relationship with the person to determine how long a hug can go without it being weird. Like, I feel like if I hugged okay, I'm gonna use this as an example. I feel like if I hugged Lathy for more than 5 seconds, I would fucking feel weird as... I would be like, this is weird as fuck. I'm like, no more. No. Stop. I would be weirded out, okay? Anything longer than 5 seconds to me, even for like a friend, I feel like I would be like, no. It's weird. No. I had to do that one time too. It was my first mod job. That's scary, man. More than 10 seconds? Yeah, more than 10 seconds is way too long. How long can I hug her before I'm allowed to smell her hair? Bruh. Ask your wife, whoops. May I recommend the shotgun dog or M32 rotary grenade launcher? Just saying. I don't know, Kim. If you know, if I ever get bigger, I may have to consider some form of safety protocol. Depends on how weird is the other person. If they're weird, it becomes a game of chicken. Bruh. That's a very fun game. It goes from normal to weird if the other person doesn't want to suplex you as well. That's, yeah, I don't know. Alright, it is getting late, so I'm going to sleep. Have a good day / night, everyone, and good luck with the course. Sounds good. Have a good night, Quickie. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. Ask your wife is such a funny comeback. My wife goes, doesn't my hair smell nice today? Free hair, smellies boys. Just skip to wife. Life hack. I mean, you know, if you have enough riz to get a wife, then yeah. And she's okay with all of your shenanigans and all of the shit that you do, you know? Then it'll never be weird. Then you can do whatever you want. It won't be weird. Kinda. Maybe. Whoa, life hack. Life hack indeed. If you get bigger, I'm just saying I am a bodyguard. Thanks, Kim. I am going to be, very scared for my existence. If I ever get to a point where I have stalkers, alright? Luckily, that stalker was technically not mine, kinda. She ended up stalking me because of Kuro, which is crazy in and of itself. That is a crazy-ass sentence, I'm not gonna lie. The best safety protocol is punching people in the throat. It's a very vulnerable spot in the human body, and if you hit them just right, they won't be able to breathe for a time. That's granted I can hit them strong enough to even do any damage. You're back gonna go smell her hair to test the waters? Alright, she'll probably just be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then just be like, alright, whatever. It's my husband being my husband. That's literally what's gonna happen, I bet. Mrs. Woofs is very understanding of Woofs and his craziness. But yeah, I think a hug can go from normal to weird very fast or very easily. And it also depends on the type of person it is, too. If the person is known for being more of a hugger, then I think longer hugs are not as, like, weird, because that's kind of their normal. That's, like, they do it with everyone sort of a thing, so it's not as weird. But, like I said, for example, Lathy and I are both introverts, and I don't think... I am uncomfortable with a lot of... I'm gonna be honest. When I was holding hands with Mikon, I was, like, freaking out a little bit. I'm not a skinship person. I actually really don't like hugs. I do not like hugs. I don't like when people touch me. I get really uncomfy. So, like I said, I hug people that I am friends with that I like. Lathy got a hug. He did, okay? When I met him, he got a hug. But it was very short. Because I am not comfy with skinship, okay? But yes, meeting Lathy for the first time in person, he got a hug. Wow, my god. I hug my friends platonically, that's crazy. Don't take that out of context, guys, that's weird. Oh, that is common stalker behavior. Stalk friends to find out about them if they block you. Dude, that's fucking... It's so scary. You held hands with her? Scandalous. Yeah, I held her hand. Note to self, if I find Kimi in the wild, poke from distance with stick. Yeah, guys, I swear, if you ever see me in person, do not hug me. Like, don't... Like, unless we're, like, really good friends or something, do not hug me. I'm gonna freak out. I actually hate... I do not like being touched. Noted, if I ever see you, fist bump. Fist bumps are good. I like fist bumps. Honestly, Dulcet, if you were to give me a short hug, it would be fine. I would be okay with that. It's just, like... I've literally had a stranger come up and hug me, and I freaked the fuck out. I jumped so far back. It's very uncomfy. I'm only a bear hugger, so you're getting lifted up and crushed a little. I actually have a friend that does that, and I'm more okay with that because, like, I'm used to it, and that's just how he is. Like, literally with everyone. 1, find big stick. 2, go to con. He's gonna poke me with a stick. E, stranger hugs are scary, yes. Yeah, I literally had someone at a convention once walk up to me, and because I was, like, their favorite character or whatever, they hugged me, and I was like, I just froze. I was just like, oh my god, get this person off of me. I was like stiff as a board. My friends were like freaking out for me because they saw how uncomfortable I was. And they were just like, we gotta go. And I was like, save me, someone, please. Please save me. I, like, no. Time to watch from a distance like I'm David Attenborough. What the fuck? I missed 9. Oops, I was getting bullied by a cheater in Hunt. That's okay. Quick recap. Honestly, we spoke about a lot of things. I don't know how to quick recap for you. This is how I cannot understand the free hugs people at conventions, even as an extrovert. It actually freaks me out. I hate it. I'm like, please, don't touch me. Like, I feel like I look at people at conventions too, and I really don't like being touched, right? And sometimes people get, like, very touchy-feely when they think they know a character, and it actually just scares me. I hate it. I'm like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm like, please, just leave me alone. Let me exist in peace. The dangers of parasocial relationships. What if they smell bad? Dude, they don't care. You think they care? They'll hug me regardless. You guys already know, I'm a small fairy, okay? Maybe I just look approachable to some people. They think they can just come up and touch me, and I hate it. People forget that cosplay is not consent, damn it. Yeah, they really do. That was probably, like, one of the most freaked out. I was, like, paralyzed in fear. Like, please don't touch me. Spray them in the face with axe and run. Yeah, I hate it. I've had some really weird interactions as 2B from Nier. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Pretty much anytime I've cosplayed, like, a popular character, people be kind of crazy. Throw a deodorant into a con and watch people scatter. No one puts on deodorant at conventions. I don't understand. So I relate. Yeah, it's very scary. I don't like it. Real reason Kimmy hates hugs is her feet always leave the ground. No, I just don't like being touched. It's not just hugs. I don't like being touched. And in general, like I said, even with my friends, I feel like I am friendlier towards them and more willing to do like hugs and stuff with friends. But yeah, even then there are like certain instances where I'm just like freaked out. I'm like, oh god. If I ever meet Kimmy, give her mace and brass knuckles. Yeah, we gotta establish, people really gotta stop. So, don't touch people without their consent. It's fucking weird. Please don't do that. Even if it's like, oh, I'm gonna poke you. Like, no! No! To be fair, Kimmy must have some PTSD from her wings being stolen. Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. 100%. 100%. You know, if we ever get to that $300 mark for that animated lore video, you guys will kind of understand why. I 100% have, that PTSD. I don't like being touched. TBH, the air at cons is a huge reason why I'm happy that wearing a mask is still socially acceptable. Yeah. I mean, it should be socially acceptable regardless. Who gives a fuck if someone wants to wear a mask? Like, if someone wants to wear a mask to convention, let them wear a mask to the convention. How does that hurt you in any way? It doesn't. Who cares? Surely you need a full-on Victorian era gas mask at a con in America? Yeah. Woofs, it's pretty bad. Everyone stinks. They smell. They're actually stinky. Wing theft, but it makes the Minecraft item picked up sound? No. Oh god, no. Personally, I prefer Plague Doctor masks. Yeah, you know, that might work better. Mine is a modified Zaku head helmet. I think we all know why we're wearing masks to con. You know, some people don't. And actually, I've found that some people get really offended when they see you wearing a mask around them too. It's like, they're like, why are you wearing a mask? Like, do I smell? Like, COVID's over. And I'm just like, fuck off. Who cares? I don't care. My social skills drop like a rock and I barely interact with strangers outside of asking for directions. You know, that's fair. I think it's fine to be socially awkward, okay? It's okay to be socially awkward. As long as you understand boundaries and don't cross them, it's okay to be socially awkward. Like, who cares? Everyone's socially awkward sometimes. Mine's the hunk gas mask from Ree. Interesting. I love when I get to cough on people who say that. Dude, it's actually wild. I hate when people do that. Like, they say all these things about, like, why are you wearing a mask? And this is America, and all sorts of stuff like that. And I'm just like, please stop. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. You're the type of person I need to avoid because you're probably carrying all sorts of diseases on you. I always say it's because they stink. Yeah, you stinky. Just look at them and be like, you stinky. Like the Persona song goes, mind your own biz, yeah. As a larger man, I do not understand why you wouldn't shower and deodorize. Also spray down in the bathrooms every 2 to 3 hours. Refresh, people, refresh. True. Very, very true. I don't know, people be stinky and they don't understand that they're stinky. Oh my god, okay, this is a scenario and a long one. Okay, here we go. A and B and C were all friends. A and B moved in together 6 months ago. Without A knowing, B expressed romantic interest in C. B and C agreed to try dating for a little while and told A after 2 weeks. The day after B and C told A confessed to B and B started dating. Other communication and prioritization issues happened, so C broke up with B. For unrelated reasons, C and A are no longer on speaking terms. 1 year later, A and B are still dating. However, B has confessed to C that they're still interested in them. If you're C, what the heck do you do? Send help. I do not enjoy living in this rom-com. Alright. This is a doozy. Okay, this one is a doozy. I will tell you right now, I've been in this situation before. I actually know exactly what this is like. This is crazy. Guys, I've been in weird situations, okay? I've been in a lot of weird romantic situations. I've been in, like, weird breakup situations. Guys, I am a very wise fairy. I'm very wise. I've had a lot of experiences. Not pleasant and unpleasant. Agree, I hate being dirty and I'm always dirty because of my job. Solution, find new roommate. Solution, run. Okay. So, okay, probably not like the rooming together situation, but like, I'll try and recap this as best as I can. So, I was also in a situation where I was, interested in someone. Well, basically, like, let's say like, I was friends with these two people, and one of them was, like, my best friend, and the other one was, like, a really good friend, and, eventually, there was one, person, so I guess it would be, like, in this situation, like, I would be A, this person would be B, and the other person would be C. We'll put it like in similar terms to this. So, A was interested in B, but B, unknowing to A, was interested in both A and C, which is pretty common. Like, this is like a very common, like, cheater scenario. It is, right? It just is. So you're a wise guy, huh? Oh, yeah, I'm a wise guy. But, this is, like, pretty common in general in any cheating scenario. A and B started dating, right? So similar to the situation, A and B started dating. And A still doesn't know that B not only likes A, but also likes C. Later on, A finds out that B and C are also interested in each other. So again, similar to this situation. And B and C also agreed to try dating. And then again, similar to the situation, told A after 2 weeks. But I think the difference is, and I mean, it's very common, right? Person B, who has both the interest of A and the interest of C, wants to keep both, and they don't want to give up anything. This is like very, very common. As a person on the side, like let's say, or person A, right, who was originally, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Person A obviously doesn't know about B and C's relationship in general. It doesn't matter. But yeah, person B is clearly being greedy. They want both. They want both A and they want C. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. Okay, they want everything. And for person A and for person C, that is very unfair. Like, that is a very unfair situation. Like, so you're just supposed to let person B have everything while you get the scraps? Not only do you get the scraps, but like you have to share that person with someone else? Like, is that really what you want? You want to be second fiddle to someone? Are you okay with that? You know? Regardless of if you're person A or person C, it doesn't matter. You're playing second fiddle. Because at the end of the day, person B is prioritizing themselves and what they want. They're going to prioritize their relationship with person A or person C according to whatever they feel like at the time. And as person A and person C, you have to just be okay with that. Like, unless you have agreed upon a polyamorous relationship, that doesn't matter. You're just cheating on both of them, essentially, as person B. So wait, was A and B dating behind C's back or what? The answer changes things a lot. There's a big difference between dating two people at the same time and them knowing versus not. Gosh darn greedy bisexual. They're playing you like a damn fiddle. Yeah, so it doesn't matter in this case, Taxes, because according to this, like, literally according to this, A and C both like the same person. And B decides to date one of them, but also likes the other one at the same time. Like, it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. At the end of the day, it's just person B being greedy, wanting both relationships, and A and C have the option to choose what they want to do about it. Like, do you want to stay in a relationship where you're always going to be second best or second priority, or not even a priority? Because clearly person B doesn't care about person A and person C's feelings because they both like him and he can't choose. If you are in a situation where a person cannot choose between you and someone else, and this is not a polyamorous relationship, polyromantic relationship, why the hell are you there? Why would you want to be with someone that is not going to prioritize you in the relationship? You may as well not be in a relationship, because at the end of the day, they're looking out for themselves, not for you. What's the point of being in a relationship with someone that is not going to prioritize you and your needs? What is the point? It's pointless. Did I late to class? A little bit, but it's okay. Don't worry. And, like, for unrelated reasons, C and A are no longer on speaking terms. Like, I mean, sure. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You're both being played like a damn fiddle. It doesn't matter. Like, A is still dating B, even though B is basically like, I like another girl, and I also like you too. Like, that's crazy. Like, how low of self-esteem do you have to have for yourself to be okay with your partner saying, I also like someone else? Like, I like you, but I like someone else too. And then you're just like, yeah, that's fine. And like I said, I've been in this situation before. I've been on both sides of this. Like, technically not, because I also was not interested, but I had a friend that stopped being my friend because her boyfriend at the time told her that he liked me too. And I didn't even know about this. Like, I was not interested in this person. I didn't know about it. Literally had nothing to do with me. But instead of being upset with her boyfriend who told her that he had those feelings, she was mad at me. Think about this. Think about this, guys. Think about it for a second. Does that make any sense? That's crazy. And I'm like, does that make sense? It doesn't, right? Like, how low of yourself do you have to feel to be like, well, I can't be mad at my significant other for being interested in other girls, so I have to take it out on the other girl. That is wild. That is wild. None at all. Oh yeah, boys. Still, slight tangent. If you're watching a movie and she asks you if you think an actress is hot, the answer is, nah, baby, you're way hotter. Yeah, I don't get how people think like that. People are nuts. Check your man's girl. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's... Some people genuinely feel like that. Some people genuinely think that way. You really need to have more respect for yourself if you are in a situation like that. Like, in this situation, person A needs to have more respect for themselves, because clearly person B doesn't care about them and their feelings. They're like, I like both. I like both and I don't want to choose. It's not my fault. And person A is going to get mad at person C regardless of if it's my fault or not, so what do I care? We're all friends anyway. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. Don't play that off like it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. I think that's crazy. But it happens a lot, actually. It happens a lot with, like, cheaters or people that think, like, they can get away with dating multiple people at the same time. Like, this is, like, a very common mentality. And sometimes people will just accept it because they literally do not have the self-esteem or the value. They don't value themselves enough to feel like that is trash. Like, that's a trash situation. Like, that person doesn't deserve them, right? Everyone deserves to be treated better than that. You shouldn't have to feel like you're a second fiddle or in second place to anyone when it comes to a relationship. Otherwise, again, what's the point? The point of being in a relationship is that the person that you're with communicates with you. You're equal. You are equally loved. This is one of those scenarios where it's just very selfish. It's just selfish behavior. It's just one person being selfish and the other two people being okay with it because they don't feel like they deserve better than that. They don't deserve better than that person's selfishness. This is one of the reasons why I feel like introspection is so important. Like, you really need to come to terms and love yourself enough to realize that this is not an okay situation to be in. Not gonna lie, dating multiple people is hard. I mean, I think it depends. Some polyamorous couples are happy. There's no harem in IRL. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't think A and C are okay with it, especially A. I think it depends, right? Like, if they're not okay with it, then break up with person B, because clearly person B is fucking you both over, you know what I mean? Person B is clearly screwing over person A and person C, that they don't care about their feelings at all. If they did, they would break up with one over the other. I don't think A and C are okay with it, especially A. Something tells me A was not told anything. Well, like I said, it doesn't matter. Like, I've been in the situation of person A too, and I wasn't told anything. I basically had, I started dating someone that I liked. I didn't even know that my friend was talking to them. I found out 2 weeks later that my friend was talking to them and that they agreed that they liked each other. And, I got dumped. Wow, not surprising. I got dumped because they were like, oh, well, we like each other. And I didn't know. I had no idea. But I guess the whole time that we were dating, she had been talking to him and everything, and I didn't know. And when I talked to her about it later, I was really betrayed. I was more mad at her than I was at him, because I was like, I mean, you broke up with me, whatever. But with her, I was really mad. I was like, I literally treated you like a sister. I was like, you were like my best friend. How could you? You know? Which is a pretty reasonable response. And I don't know, I guess she got really upset about it because I was really mad. And she told her boyfriend at the time, which was at the time my ex then, right? Because I was like, what the fuck? And he was just like, you're so mean. And I was like, I'm mean because I told my friend that she's kind of an asshole for, you know, talking to my then boyfriend behind my back. I'm like, that's not mean. That's real. You shouldn't, like, you can't get mad at someone. You can't do something wrong and then get mad at the person that you did the wrongdoings to. You know? That's crazy. My advice, C, get the hell out while you can. Things will just be simpler. Yeah, if you're person C, like, fuck them. Like, you don't need them. You don't need them. Amy was the fiddle in this story. I was indeed. That sounds awful. I mean, this was also a really long time ago. And yeah, I was just like, this is fucked up. And at the time, even though it was a long time ago, I knew it was fucked up. And I told her so. I was like, that's like, I'm like, why are you upset? Like, you have no reason to be upset. I have every reason to be upset. You're the one that did the thing, you know? You're the one that did this. I didn't do this, you did. It do be like that sometimes, though. If you ever find yourself in a situation like this, love yourself enough to get out of the situation. Love yourself enough to get out of this scenario, because it's not okay. Who cares if person B is still interested in you, if they're still dating someone else? You know? They clearly don't love you enough to break up with person A. Like, unless there's actual action of them breaking up with person A for you, there's no reason to stick around. Quite frankly. This is still a trap. Oh, are we back to Rizonomics? We are! We are doing our Rizonomics course. I was given a very interesting scenario, so I tried to give advice accordingly to the scenario. Let's go. Yeah. But yeah, it's really like, it's not even like, sure, it's like a rom-com, but really the answer is very, very blatantly obvious in my opinion. If someone does not respect you enough to love you and just you, and this is not, you know, is not polyamorous. I mean, it says that everyone involved is polyamorous. Is everyone involved polyamorous? Is everyone okay with the situation? I mean, clearly it doesn't seem like they are. I feel like this is a very awkward scenario because it doesn't seem like everyone is okay in this polyamorous relationship, which is why, you know, polyamorous relationships, like, people do have a difficult time with these. Like, I don't know. I'm seeing this as everyone involved is polyamorous, but it needs to be mutually agreed upon for A and C as well. Like, this is just a... This doesn't look like a polyamorous relationship that I've seen, but also it's more like... I think it depends. Wish I would take my own advice. It's okay, Evelyn. I feel like we all wish we could take our own advice. Weirdest thing about this for me is person B still confessing when they're dating someone their interest isn't even talking to. Yeah, that's what I was thinking that too. I was like, it doesn't seem like a polyamorous relationship if persons A and C are not speaking. Because it's not polyamorous then, kind of like it's just person A and person C needing to be okay with person B dating both of them at the same time. Is essentially what it comes down to, which is... I don't know if you can classify that as a polyamorous relationship when person A and person C are not dating anyone else. You know what I mean? Like that, I'm like, that's... I don't know if it works that way. I don't know if it works that way. It's just a very weird scenario, you know what I mean? I would also just run. It doesn't sound like a good place to be. That's kind of what I feel too. Like, I'm like, this doesn't sound like a polyamorous relationship. This sounds like one person's selfishness and two people just going along with it, essentially. It doesn't seem that person A and person C have their own relationships outside of this one relationship. Yeah, it sounds toxic. It doesn't sound like a like from the polyamorous community, they're open about dating other people in general, and that's for all parties involved, not just one person. I feel like that's where things get kind of weird. Here, in this situation, anyway. I don't know, very interesting scenario, though. Thank you for submitting this. We're all in agreement. C should drop the sack of shit and get out. Yeah, especially if you don't want the drama, just leave. You could... If you're polyamorous, there are other polyamorous couples, other polyamorous people that you could probably, you know... like, meet, you know? Maybe meet new people that are also willing to be in a polyamorous relationship. It just depends. Yeah, good luck, person C. But yeah, okay, we're gonna go into the next question. This is the last question. You guys don't have any more after this, so... What is your dating scenario / question? Okay, so this question is, should people have a workplace relationship? It's not really a matter of should. Like, if you want to... like, if you get along well with a coworker or someone, and you choose to date them later on because, you know, you met them through work and whatever, your relationship is outside of the workplace, I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's when it comes to abusing power in the workplace, because you're in a relationship, is when things start to get questionable. I think that's like the weird... That's like the weird aspect of workplace relationships. Yeah, with that, there's usually a discussion before about becoming a poly relationship. Yeah. From my understanding, polyamorous relationships, they usually communicate a lot about the relationship. So again, like I said, with the previous scenario, it's weird because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of communication about what's going on in the relationship. Like, how are you supposed to have a healthy polyamorous relationship without proper communication? Like, I feel like there's a lot of things wrong with that last scenario. Like I said, it just feels very, it feels very one person benefits and nobody else does. But yeah, as far as workplace relationships go, I definitely think, it really depends on the people, how well they communicate, how professional they are, you know, in the workplace. Like, I've worked with my significant other before. Actually in 2 different situations. There was one person I was dating that decided to join me in the workplace after I started working there, which is kind of weird in general, but they did. And towards the end of the relationship, when we were breaking up, they could not keep work and relationships separate. So I left because I didn't want to deal with it. But it is definitely a matter of, can you keep it professional? Workplace and relationship life should be separate. They should not coincide with work. And if they do, it should be very light and very little, in my opinion. If you're at work, you're there to work. Have you heard of workplace husband and wife where they only consider as a couple only at the workplace? That's interesting. I've never heard about that. As someone who has, it never ends well. If you break up, it almost always results in one of you quitting / transferring. I cannot recommend enough to not date a coworker unless you are sure they are the one. Yeah, and like I said, it really depends on the people involved. Some people are professional enough that they can keep that out of the workplace. They can break up mutually and everything will be fine, right? It depends on the people. It depends on the breakup. But yeah, I dated someone that wasn't able to keep their feelings outside of the workplace. They were asking for my schedule at work when I was not wanting to talk to them. Like basically after I had broken up with them, they kept asking for my work schedule. They tried to ambush me after work. Like, it's kind of like it depends on the people. It depends on the situation, depends on the people. That is not okay. Yeah, it's not okay to use, like that's not how it's supposed to go, but sometimes it does. It depends. Some people have healthy workplace relationship and healthy, you know, outside of work relationship. Yeah, I think it really depends. Yeah, that situation was definitely not okay. Being ambushed after work is not fun. And I remember at the time, I was just like, how did you know I was gonna get off work at this time? How did you know I was working? You know, I was like kind of freaked out. You know, so it's like abuse of power in the workplace because you're dating someone. And I wasn't comfortable telling my coworkers that we broke up. Like, I didn't want it to be weird, so I didn't say anything. And it was very awkward. It was not a good situation, and I was just like, I'm just gonna leave, because this isn't worth it to me. What's going on here? Hello, Inuki. We're giving dating advice and answering people's scenario questions for our Risonomics course today. But yeah, so workplace relationships, it really depends. It depends on the people. That's just my personal opinion. Like, just because I've had a bad situation or a bad scenario doesn't mean that everyone else has. That's my other that is gonna be my other response or takeaway from this. I want everyone to know, just because I have a bad like a bad situation or bad scenario, or someone else has a bad scenario, doesn't mean that everyone does. So I think it's very good to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, that is our Risonomics dating advice questions. All 12 of them. You guys submitted quite a few today, and we got through all of them, so lucky! So Kimmy is a dating sensei? I am dating sensei. Inuki, thank you so much for the hydrate. Thank you. Hydrating. It's like D&D horror stories. We hear a lot of them and assume they happen a lot, but really they're pretty rare. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my dating scenarios are like super rare. Some of them are very unique. I will put it that way. Some of them are like, yeah, whatever. And some of them are just very unique. Some of those in particular that were brought up were very unique. I mean, I think being like semi-stalked at the workplace is pretty normal actually, but shouldn't be normal, but I think it's actually one of the more normal scenarios. They are quite unique. Yeah, I got some weird things going on, okay? I've dealt with some weird stuff. You know how Leo was like, damn, Kimmy, who hurt you? I'm like, oh my god. You want me to make a list? Damn, you want me to make a list? There you go, there's the list. And it was, like, a lot of these are a long time ago, so it's fine. Like, I actually just laugh about it now. Like, I actually just... It's fine. Thing is that the human mind tends to hyper-focus on the bad things anyways, so all the bad is amplified. Kimmy has the list, like the hit list. Bruh. It's not a hit list. He was just like, who hurt you? And I'm like, I mean... I've been in some weird situations, alright? But to be fair, all of these situations have really, like, helped, me get more perspective on things, too. I have grown because of it. So, no regrets. I mean, Kimmy already committed murder once this stream. He doesn't know, and none of you clipped it. You didn't clip it, right? No, none of you clipped it. It's fine. Shh. Don't tell him. She didn't do it again. Maybe. No, I have to be. No, I have to be on my best behavior. Okay, I'll be on my best behavior. I swear. You sure? What do you mean? I definitely didn't record it, bruh. Don't record it. Don't clip it. It's fine, you know? He doesn't know. Clip all the compliments instead. Fuck. I gave him so many compliments this stream. That's crazy. I'm late and I missed Kimmy murdering people. I may be talented at assassinoing people with words, okay? I cut people with my words. What, did I miss it? I think you did, Kim. I think you barely missed it. Watch the VOD. It will be worth it. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna switch to just chatting screen because we're not using this anymore. But yeah. Rizonomics, guys. How did you guys feel about all of the dating advice? Or do you guys have any other questions you would like answered by the Riz Fairy? I'll do my best to answer all of your questions. Any specific time? I don't remember. I do not recall. I don't recall. I have no memory, no recollection. Is it me or is she muted again? Fuck! Oh my god.